All right, it's time now to talk tattoos. What is the attraction for folks to get them, Kara?
It is a topic. A lot of people have opinions on tattoos, but you're going to find the full gamut covered in the newest edition of Seasons Magazine. The article is called Skin Deep, and as always, beautiful photography here, some great writing too. Joining us is the author of this article, Jennifer LaRue, and the Seasons Magazine executive editor, Deb Berry. Welcome to both of you.
Thanks for having us.
I got to ask you, why do people get tattoos? As a woman who got one and decided she's going to do it, why? What's the attraction?
Well, I actually have two, and I got them for different reasons. I think a lot of people get them to commemorate big life experiences or to pay tribute to somebody they love or maybe have lost. Some people just do it for the hell of it. Am I allowed to say hell?
No, you just did, so don't worry about it. Keep going.
For the heck of it. And gosh, I was warned about that specifically. Some people do it on the spur of the moment when they've been drinking, or some people think about it for years before they actually take the plunge.
I was recently watching Vanderpump Rules. Now, of course, you know it's my favorite show. Both Toms go out in a drunken stupor and get their butts tattooed with permanent girlfriend names on their butts.
That's a no-no.
What are you thinking? Like, the girlfriends, well, one is now the fiance, so maybe they'll be together forever, but the other one, they're just going out, like, and then you're stuck with this thing forever. What if it happens you change the girlfriend? You got to find another girlfriend with a letter name A?
One of the cardinal rules that I learned was that you never get a person's name unless it's a grandparent, a child, or somebody who's dead. So those are the rules for names.
All right.
So as you went around and did this, you actually got a tattoo. Tell us about the shop that you visited and what you learned.
Well, I got my first one when I turned 50 a few years ago, and that
looking good.
Thank you. That I got at a shop that's no longer in business. But when I wanted to get this new one, that's on my back that we might talk about in a minute, I went to Green Man in West Hartford.
And we're looking at yours. This is symbolic. I know what it is. Kara, do you know what that is?
I don't.
It's the disc that goes into a 45, a single from back in the 60s and 70s.
Right.
Now tell us a little bit about why you chose this particular symbol.
Well, like everybody my age, that was how you listened to music back then, was you bought those singles. They had an A-side and a B-side, but they didn't fit on the record player because the spindle was just this big and was made for 33s, so the 45s didn't fit unless you very carefully inserted this little plastic yellow disc inside to make it fit on the spindle. It was called a record adapter.
Right. And Deborah, as we read the Seasons Magazine, this is kind of one of those things where what's nice about it is there's some beautiful photography, but we're literally learning about places in our area.
That's what we'd like to strive to do in every issue of Seasons. It's a really big year for us, too, because we're celebrating our 10th anniversary. And we like to shine a light on some of the lesser-known stories and people within our communities. And we're also, you know, family-owned and operated. We have some terrific contributors like Jennifer. Everybody's local. And it's just such a blast to edit this thing. In fact, next month, we're going to be launching a new edition to Seasons. So we'll have 5 magazines.
Oh, great.
In the group. It's called Seasons of the Shoreline.
We have more photographs that are going to appear in the magazine, more of these, the tattoos. Talk to us about what we're seeing here. This is a tattoo parlor? Is this actually?
This is at Green Man in West Hartford, and this is a young man who, now this is not, this is actually in Canton.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Does it hurt? It depends where on your body, and this is my daughter Sophie's 2 tattoos. Those are 2 of her 4 tattoos, actually.
If it's your first time getting one and you don't want it to hurt too bad, where should you put it?
Not on your inner wrist, not on your rib cage, not on the sole of your foot. The best place is your upper arm.
Upper arm.
That's why you see so many
if you're new to it. Okay.
Are we going to be doing an article in Seasons on how to take the tattoos off next month? Is that coming?
A follow-up.
A follow-up on how to get rid of the tattoos.
It seems like most of the folks Jennifer interviewed were very thoughtful about where and what they put on them, so we probably won't have any erasures from those folks, but it would be a good story subject, actually.
Well, and you kind of addressed that, I saw in the article, about the do's and don'ts, and that hopefully you aren't just going out for a night of partying and doing it because those are the regrets, right? There is a thoughtful process as you read the article, what you should consider, safety issues, all of that. So great way to get informed if you're thinking about it.
Thank you, ladies. Tattoo you, as we say.
And congratulations again on the 10th anniversary.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Seasons Magazine comes in the mail to people living in the Farmington Valley, West Hartford, Glastonbury, and the Litchfield Hills. And soon there's going to be a Seasons Magazine for the Shoreline, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, and even if you don't get it in your mailbox, you can download the app.
You got any ink?
I don't. Yeah. I'm not a tattoo person, but I understand. I think people think it's a rite of transformation, so
I don't get it, but that's just me.
This is why you read the article
exactly.
and you understand
right.
what others do.